I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy.
Excuse me, I had to take a drink. What's up, my lovely people? I have a story. It's not a very long story, you guys. Oh, God, here's my screen freaking out again. It's not a very long story, you guys, so it's just as important as any other story. And I don't know why my screen decides it wants to play retarded right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it. So it's Kimmy Redwood News, and it says local tribe issues emergency declaration for missing women and suspected human trafficking. And this one was like 4 hours ago. They said, see how my screen acting retarded? I'm gonna let it do its thing. Klamath, California, Kimmy, the Yurok Reservation is confronting what some call a crisis of missing and murdered women. The tribe has issued an emergency declaration on human trafficking and missing women. The reason is that there have been 5 instances in the past 18 months where women have gone missing or been killed in the Lost Coast region. That's not a good sign. That's not a good thing. Now look at it. It wants to act like it got sense now. Ain't that something, y'all? Okay, the tribe has issued. I did that. Yes, I did that already. I'm sorry about that. Okay, the hard thing to know is that there are people who specifically target indigenous women because of the complicated laws around us, especially reservations themselves, and that we're not looked at. We're not looked for as much. So I know people specifically target people who look like me and us indigenous people in general, said Brooke Thompson, uh, Yurok and Kairok tribal member. I've never heard of those members, but it's really sad that nobody's paying attention, because any woman that's missing, no matter the race, creed, color, no matter what, they still should be a high priority. It should not matter if something like this is happening and it's happening in the reservation. There still should be outside services that will volunteer to help, that will come in and help solve these issues, because trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They go from children to adults. They don't care. And a lot of times when you have been snatched into sex trafficking, you will not return with your life. After they finish using you up, they will dispose of you, and they will find you somewhere, and you'll become a cold case until they can actually find clues as to what truly happened to you. And I think this is absolutely horrible. Even if they're in a tribe, they still should have that available to them. The most recent incident involves a 33-year-old mother of two who vanished on the Yurok reservation last October. I don't even know what the feeling is like, the stress and the loneliness of having her gone. I've had a family member go missing quite a few years ago, and she wasn't found until until years and years later, said Brooke Thompson. The Yurok tribe says it is working with an indigenous-run search group called the Sovereign Bodies Institute to create California's first database of such cases. Real talk. They need it. That's because officials say disappearances of indigenous women get little attention from the outside world. And it's really bad, because they don't seem to care. It's like you snatch somebody or somebody's child or somebody, you snatch people off the street and you force them into sex trafficking to make money for you. And a lot of times people don't pay attention. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people don't believe that there's going to be judgment. If these people actually believe that there's going to be judgment and there's a God, they wouldn't be doing this stuff. They wouldn't say, oh, well, they wouldn't say they didn't care about the next person's life. That's why I try to treat people with the utmost respect. I don't bother people. I don't cause trouble for people, and I'm not going to. That's why I say, on this channel, we can all agree to disagree. If somebody comes over here and becomes disrespectful, my moderators will block them. If they create other channels, then we will have to monitor the person and report them, not just block them, but we will have to do a further investigation. And trust me, I have the money to go and find me a computer analyst or tech that will definitely trace any IP address. Trust me, I don't even have to pay, because I have family members that work in that industry, and they can find you. And once we locate you, you can put on your what do they call it? You can put on a block or anything you want to. It don't matter, because technology has gotten far beyond that, where too many people are being able to block people so that they don't find them when they're doing crimes. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm glad for technology. But anyway, you guys, let's keep this tribe up in prayer. Let's keep these people up in prayer that, they will stop snatching these women and not giving them the attention that they need when they go missing, but that the same attention that we get as regular civilized people, they will also have it done too. Just because they're on a reservation doesn't make them any less important. They are still just as important. They're still somebody's family member. They're still somebody's loved one. They're still somebody's wife, still somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's cousin, somebody's auntie, somebody's godmother. It doesn't matter. It still needs to stop. So you guys, until the next video, I ask you to pay attention to the stories that I bring forth, because when I do a lot of these giveaways, I'm going to be digging into old stories, new stories, and all stories to try to dig out information to see if you have been paying attention. So thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button, post notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye.